And now moving on, the Senate Speaker Kenneth Lusaka has convened a special sitting to consider Political Parties Amendment Bill 2021. This comes weeks after MPs anonymously passed the Political Parties Amendment Bill, paving the way for the formation of a coalition party. In a Gazette notice dated January 19th, Lusaka said the special sitting will run from Tuesday, January 25th up to Thursday, January 27th. The bill is set to proceed for a second reading, and the Senate Justice and Legal Affairs expected to table its report following a two-day public hearing. The special sitting comes after the Senate invited members of the public to submit their views on the controversial coalition political party. The Political Parties Amendment Bill of 2021 was introduced for the first time reading on January 11 and immediately committed to the House Justice and Legal Affairs Committee by Speaker Kenneth Lusaka to conduct the public participation. And now I'm glad to be joined by our political affairs reporter Jeff Ahemba to actually tell us more or expound more on this particular special sitting that I understand will be happening tomorrow. Ahemba?
Yes, exactly. And just to let you know is that after the dramatic and acrimonious passing of the constitutional or of the political parties amendments bill of 2021 sponsored by Kipipiri, Member of Parliament Amos Kimunya, who actually doubles up as the majority leader in the National Assembly. That bill actually landed on the floor of the House at the Senate. And one of the issues that actually the senators were actually taking into consideration is about the issue of the public participation. And some of the senators said that for the bill to actually, before it is actually being debated on, it has to be considered by several members of the public. And last week, we understand Thursday and Friday is when the Justice and the Legal Affairs Committee was actually tasked to carry out the views from the members of the public and several bodies. This includes the electoral bodies, IBC, which we understand submitted its views and raised some issues in regard to that particular bill. We also had the Office of the Registrar of the Political Parties, where we understand Anne Darito appeared before the Justice and the Legal Affairs Committee, where she actually supported the bill, however, raised a few issues in that particular bill. Also, we had the human rights also presenting its views. We had even ordinary Mwananchi actually appearing before the Justice and the Legal Affairs Committee chaired by Nyamira County Senator Okongo Omogeni, where they presented their views. And after listening to all those views, we understand the committee deliberated on the way forward. And it is said that before the bill is actually retabled on the floor of the House tomorrow, we understand they have got about 7 amendments, which we understand the committee will be tabling before the House, at least for the House to consider whether indeed the senators will be able to adhere and rectify those particular amendments, or they will have to be voted on the floor on whether to actually work on them or actually thrash them on the floor of the House. So tomorrow is a D-Day for the senators. Remember, this is a do-or-die kind of a bill whereby we understand it is actually being supported by President Uhuru Kenyatta's political faction and the ODM leader Raila Odinga's political faction, where they are actually trying to use this particular bill so as to create a very big movement, which we understand they will have to use it in the August general election, which we understand, according to them, will be the best way to actually defeat the Deputy President William Ruto come the 9th of August general election. I remember some of the weighty matters in that particular bill is about the formation of the coalition timelines, which we understand the timelines was actually reduced from a 6-month period to up to a 4-month period. And so according to the bill, which we understand is that the coalition will actually be formed before the 9th of April this year. So according to the bill is that anyone intending to form a political coalition, he or she has to do so before April of this year. And so some of the other contents in that particular bill is about the fate of the people who are actually going to lose in the nomination process, whereby they will be given hopefully a window of around 2 weeks to actually declare whether to go as independent candidates, but they will not be given a chance to party hope to go to a particular party after losing in party primaries. And some of the key issues in this particular bill, which we understand Raila Odinga through his Azimio la Umoja, is that they're actually trying as much as possible to register this coalition. But if they register that Azimio la Umoja as a coalition, the existing parties which will be forming the Azimio la Umoja will have to remain. A case in point, the Jubilee Party, the ODM Party, we have the DAP Party of Eugene Wamalwa, and other political parties supporting the Azimio la Umoja. They will have to remain. However, they will come as a coalition, that is the Azimio la Umoja. Also, we are having a coalition which we understand the Deputy President William Ruto is now planning to form with the ANC party of Musalia Mudavadi, the Ford Kenya Party, the Tujibebe Party of William Kabogo, and other like-minded parties which will be willing to form a coalition with the Ruto. So they will have to form a coalition that is now before the 9th of April this year. And so that is now the political, it will be like a game changer in the country's politics, which we understand each and everyone is actually yearning as much as possible to actually form a coalition or an alliance. But now remember, this comes even after the fate of One Kenya now still remains in limbo after Mudavadi jumped ship, now leaving only Kalonzo Musyoka and Gideon Moi in that particular camp, together with Cyrus Jirongo. So tomorrow's, it will be a D-Day, and it might be a game changer should the Senate pass this particular bill. It will now open ways for the formation of the coalitions, political realignments in the country ahead of the 9th of August general election. Now, finally, also, remember, the formation of this coalition will be coming at a time when the political parties will be engaging in party primaries, which we understand it will be a do-or-die political game. Azimio la Umoja is actually planning to do the direct nomination zoning of particular regions. The same thing will actually happen to the coalition brings together Musalia Mudavadi, Musalia Mudavadi, DP Ruto, Tujibebe party leader William Kabogo, among other parties. Same to Kalonzo Musyoka. We talked to them early today, and they say they are ready for the zoning of certain regions ahead of the party primaries. Winnie.
Many thanks, Jeff Ayemba. It's a wait and see tomorrow for the special sitting. And that detailed update by Jeff Ayemba now takes us to a fast commercial break. But when we come back with more, including the